Glenn also does our child protective services.
I'm going to place your baby in foster care, but for $40 you can get him out of foster care next week.
Well, unfortunately, we considered your situation, but we are not able to hire you at this time.
Texas National Bank, we're calling because you have not made any payments on the $225 loan that you have.
I'm waiting.
During a poverty simulation, people role-play the lives of people who live in or around the poverty level.
I don't like being all alone, and I'm 85 years old, and I don't have any family.
We at Augsburg Lutheran Church did the poverty simulation last fall. It's kind of a different experience for our congregation.
Also, note that in week 3 of the simulation,
The intent of the poverty simulation is to get us to actually feel what it is like to go through the frustration, the anger, the stress. Stress is a key factor of people that live at the poverty level and what families have to go through just to get by.
In the simulation, I played the role of the dad, and I was fortunate enough to have a job, but my wife did not, and we had 2 kids that were consistently getting into trouble.
Hi, I'm part of the Yarrow family.
okay, y'all are $295 total.
I know things are really tight right now. Is there a way that maybe we can work out a payment plan?
One thing I know my eyes were open to was the fact of transportation and how difficult it was to do transportation. And the poverty simulation would allow you to see things like, well, I can't service you as the banker here unless I've stamped your bus ticket. And that's something I think a lot of people probably just don't consider.
So as part of the poverty simulation, I had to work every day and then cash my checks and pay rent and pick kids up from school, or I believe one of my kids ended up in juvenile delinquency, and so we had to attend to that.
I've been evicted and my utilities, so we're going to live in our car.
Hey, Dad! Dad!
Food perspective.
While the simulation was intentionally kind of in this real condensed block, it did also simulate the fact that by the time you got home or you were settled in, there was very little time to think farther out. You were just simply trying to deal with the stuff right in the immediate, and things were coming at you.
This is a good one. Boom! Utility rebate, Dad. Look at what I'm doing. Bang!
It's a great way for them to become engaged and to really just be influenced with what some who are less fortunate go through. And I think unless you put yourself in those shoes or in that situation, in that type of simulation, it's difficult to understand the stress and the challenges.
You have money?
You got paid on the dog.
Hot diggity! Okay.
Sometimes I think when people hear of simulations, such as poverty simulation, it may come across as a game or this is for fun and for entertainment, and it really isn't. I mean, it's a learning and growing experience.
This is your housing voucher that will help you with your mortgage.
To me, it all just came back to the level of empathy and realization that a lot of these folks that we're trying to help, I think, are normal people just trying to go about their daily lives just like you and I. And sometimes it's the difference between just a small thing that would to assist in some way to make their day a little bit better, to get them to accomplish everything they need to.
Hi, here's my transportation pass.
All right, what do you got?
And I've got some jewelry. I see you don't have a lot of jewelry.
I would highly recommend the poverty simulation for the way that it forces you to grapple with the multitude of issues that families and individuals have to come to terms with in order to get out of poverty.
It definitely educates the participants about what it's like to experience poverty. I believe that it helps us in connecting with other agencies, with each other, with our neighbors, and to energize. What are we as leaders going to do to help resolve the issues such as poverty in our community?
It's a way for a church or any other volunteer organization to really get some hands-on experience. It's easy to cut a check. It's easy to say we donated to XYZ organization. This gives you some actual hands-on experience and just some moments there to open your eyes.